Okay, so now we're still doing antiderivatives, but we are also finding a specific solution, which means we are solving for C. So we're asked to find the specific function f, knowing that f prime is equal to 3x squared minus 4x plus 1, and that we pass through the point 1, 2. So step 1, get our antiderivative, and if we do so, 3x squared, starting to get used to this now, that antiderivative is x cubed, minus 4x, that'll become minus 2x squared, plus 1 becomes plus x, and then of course we need our plus c at the end. So we have a solution, and it has 1, 2, 3 variables, x, f of x, and c. Well, we are given the value of the function, 2, when x is 1, so we can replace x with 1 and f of x with 2, and that will allow us to solve for c. So we have 2 is equal to 1 minus 2 plus 1. 1 minus 2 is negative 1, plus 1 is 0, so we have c plus 0 is equal to 2, therefore c is 2, and our final step is to rewrite f of x, subbing in the correct value of c. So we have x cubed minus 2x squared plus x plus 2. And we're done. Number 14 says instantaneous rate of change. That's just another phrase for derivative. So our derivative is 4x minus 5. All right, let's write that down. F of x is equal to 4x minus 5. So, that's the derivative, f prime of x. So therefore f of x will be the antiderivative. 4x is antiderivative, just like up here. It's 2x squared. And you have minus 5x plus c. Well, it passes through the point 8, negative 2. So when x is 8, y is negative 2. So negative 2 is equal to 2 times 8 squared minus 5 times 8 plus c. Okay, so we have negative 2. Here, this is 64. Times 2 is going to be 128. And 40 plus c. 128 minus 40 is 88. So c plus 88 is equal to negative 2. So we're going to subtract 88 from both sides. So c is negative 90. And therefore our answer, f of x, is equal to 2x squared minus 5x minus 90. And we're done. Number 15, we have g prime is equal to negative 2 cosecant squared. G of pi over 4 is equal to 5, so it's going to be a little trig chart work here. If g prime is negative 2x squared, we can get our antiderivative. Negative 2 will move into our antiderivative, and cosecant squared's antiderivative is negative cotangent. So we're going to have negative 2 times negative cotangent x plus c. Now obviously we see the two negative signs, so that means that g of x is really twice the cotangent of x plus c. We know that when we plug in pi over 4, we get 5. Alright, so 5 is equal to twice the cotangent of pi over 4 plus c. So here we go, trig chart. What is the cotangent of pi over 4? Well, if you recall, tangent and cotangent are, cotangent is cosine over sine. Well, and cosine and sine, rather, are the same value at pi over 4. So cosine of pi over 4 divided by sine of pi over 4 is root 2 over 2 divided by itself. It doesn't really matter what the value is because cotangent will be 1. So 5 is equal to 2 times 1 plus c. That means that c must be equal to 3. And therefore, g of x, am I still on the page here? I'm not on the page, sorry about that. There we go. G of x is equal to 2 times the cotangent of x plus 3.